Hello. Welcome to episode 33 of In the Last Remaining Light. Here on the Dice Cult. Speaking of which, we have a giveaway to talk about first and foremost, before anything, before I get distracted by ADHD and just drive this whole thing off the rails into an explosion. Jillian, tell us about that.
I'll lead us to the explosion. Hi guys. If you have or have not noticed, for the past week we've been having a spooky dice giveaway. These beautiful red dice made by Katie. Katie, if you could present them to the people. Behold. This is a giveaway, which means it is free to enter. All you have to do is go to the link in the chat, push some buttons, and you will be entered to win. Also, you'll see a little area that says Saturday secret code. That will be given out tonight. So you have to stick around. I promise it won't be at the very end like a bamboozle. But if you stick around, you'll get the code. You get a lot of extra entries. And during the show live, we will be drawing and announcing the winner. So if you're interested in winning some dice and doing some spooky vampire drama, I think we're the place to be tonight. In my honest opinion. Did I miss anything?
Perfect.
I feel like I went into the void in the middle.
Back to vampires and explosions.
Yeah.
I am your host, Nathan, joined by Sai playing Mary, Katie playing Iris, and Jillian playing Tyr. When we last left off, our coterie makes its way back up Mount Rainier to rendezvous with the group of fledglings with which this all began. Trapped together, sort of, on a ship bound out to sea. These fledglings were rescued, if you want to portray it that way. Delivered to Tyr's sire, Jessica, to be kept safe out in the wilderness, away from the prying eyes of the Camarilla. The only real thing that prevents the wheels of Camarilla justice from rolling forward right over the guilty parties. Reconnecting with Jessica on the mountain, our coterie encounters one of their newest and greatest allies, the Grover.
Nice.
They're our best friends.
Love blossoms in strange places.
I mean, Grover or Princess?
Ooh, Grover.
Grover.
Easy pick.
Anyone wins over someone that calls themselves mommy's special boy. Anyone.
Sorry, he can't win. It's too late for him.
You know, the one thing that Grover has always done is tell the truth. Grover has never lied to you about what Grover is. And Grover is hungry.
I like the honesty.
And there is food on this mountaintop. And perhaps one less Grover as it encountered
Oh no!
the front of Tyr's new truck.
He's fine.
He was
On the
supposed
way
to
up.
tell the other Grovers to go to the top.
Hey, we
Yeah.
still have messed up arm Grover.
Oh, okay.
You can go talk to
We
him.
saved him.
Yeah,
He
there's-
bounded into the forest, bound indeed for the summit. Perhaps the same location as the RVs full of fledglings. Fledglings were moving.
Mm.
Well,
The last safe place.
That's a bummer.
Sires, Jessica and Diana, the gangrel, and Tremere leadership, as it were directing traffic as our coterie was just about to head back down the mountain, having probably secured the most important prize. Michael, the Ventru Primogen's child, has been starving on this mountainside, unable to drink the animal blood that Gangrel have offered, that has gotten many of these others back to some sort of kindred wellness from their ordeal. Michael has had none of that. And our group takes him back down into the city, or attempts to. As they leave, Camarilla Justice finally catches up with everyone. The sky darkens with drones. Jessica and Diana look to the sky. Smartly, Jessica begins to move towards her vehicle, while Diana just stares. There is a flash of light and a gut punch to everyone around this parking lot. You can feel the vehicles that you are in lifted from the back and pushed like children's toys. The windows shatter, and all of the breath is expelled from your lungs. The roar is deafening, and it will take perhaps a moment for the three of you to gather yourselves. We'd like all of you to gather dice equal to your unspent willpower and roll them, please.
Yeah. I get all of them.
Tears just staring at the back of her hands at the tattoos of the crows, and is just repeating thought and mind over and over again, just trying to keep focused because she would really like to stay focused.
I have 4 successes.
2 successes.
3.
What a group of professionals.
You're so calm.
We're very used to this.
The flash hits, the windows shatter, and an after image from that light forms a silhouette of a closing sphere in front of you. And it takes only the amount of time for that to fade, for the three of you to be back to your senses. Your vehicles are short, many windows. Mostly
Not
in the
our
rear,
vehicle,
in the back.
right? Our vehicle is perfectly fine.
No, it sounds like our vehicles are fucked up.
You have lost the rear window.
Are you fucking kidding?
You
We spent so much
know,
money on this
it's
vehicle.
fine.
Well,
It's
okay,
fine.
well
We
now
keep
we
on
could
giving
give
it
this
away.
vehicle to.
To Mr. Gunman, owner
Yeah,
of the Gunman shop.
Exactly.
He didn't ask for like a perfectly only a clean one. It's still clean.
Right.
You're right.
Yeah. Still good for him.
We're just avoiding the inevitable at the moment, but
You guys just think so far ahead.
Yeah. Yeah.
if we don't die in the next 10 minutes,
He gets his car.
hell yeah. Optimism.
I like that. That's how Kindred should think.
Yeah.
The long view.
Well, I'm going to immediately stop my car.
Yeah. No, Tyr stops as well.
Get out to see what's going on.
Tyr grabs the rifle from the back seat and gets out.
Mhm. Yeah. I definitely was not smart enough to grab any guns again. It's fine.
Mary, I'm assuming you were riding shotgun prior to this, and Michael is absolutely. Actually, that's a good point about Michael.
Oh no, Michael!
Nice.
With Michael. Michael raises his head in time with the rest of you.
Yeah. What a pro.
Nice. Already part of the team.
Yeah.
You can see in his eyes the instinct to bolt is very strong, but he simply clutches the back of the driver's side seat,
Good job, Michael.
looking back through the now shattered window.
Are you? Is everyone okay?
I mean, I'm fine. I don't know if anyone else over there's fine.
How much fire are we looking at currently? Because Tyr wants to make a beeline that way.
So the two of you get out and you look back at the parking lot. Thankfully, most of the RVs were moving away from Jessica and Diana at that point. That was their purpose, was kind of directing traffic out upwards towards the summit. So you can see an RV. There were 3 in total. 2 had already made it to the road, and the third and final one was pulling out at the time. But unfortunately, the RV, it is a sail, so it caught a full wave of force from the explosion, and it is now toppled. And you can smell and see its upturned tires are burning. There is a small fire at the edge of the explosion where it crossed the road and hit the side of the mountain where the last trees are. You are nearing the permafrost line where there are no more trees on Mount Rainier. And at a ring kind of that intersects that mountainside, a small fire has started. As you go into the parking lot itself, there are no fires, though.
Okay.
Only in the woods across the river.
Okay, that's none of my business. I think Jessica is Tyr's business.
Immediately picking that out when you can take your eyes off that little fire, you see Jessica up against her old cutlass. She is missing her arm at the elbow. She reaches to steady herself with her left hand and pulls herself up. You do not see Diana at all.
Rip.
But there is, casting your gaze across the parking lot, there's pieces of somebody there.
So there's still blood in like pieces of vampire, right? I mean, just curious.
Oh, indeed. You might indeed find a piece large enough.
Picking up pieces of people like, test that later. Back at the lab.
Speaking of blood, you made an exchange with Diana.
I did.
just before deciding to leave. You were in the RV at the time. You wonder to yourself, was the vial on her person? Or did she leave it in the RV with her effects?
Yeah.
Was it a waste? We don't know.
I don't know if I want to go in there and find out. Like, it feels like lightning doesn't strike in the same place twice, but drone strikes will probably strike in the same place twice.
Yeah, I could believe
It's
that.
possible, yeah.
What are the drones up to?
They are following the RVs. There is a small number of them that hover above you right now.
Mm. Tiara's again. Which ones? Which ones? Somebody say which ones.
Can you even hit it?
I'm gonna try. If somebody
Iris,
says better, they can
Iris,
say
are you kind of casting your gaze to the sky?
Yeah. Just wondering, like, if trying to see if I think she could even hit one of these.
they're like a flock of birds. You gotta hit one, right?
They might be difficult to hit, but they are large enough
Mm-hmm.
that it might be possible. Why don't you go ahead and make me an Auspex wits roll?
That's a lot of dice. So,
Ooh.
fingers crossed.
So you will definitely not fail.
Of course
Or
not.
get it. Definitely
Say
not
that.
get a bestial failure.
I won't. I have
Oh, you
4
should pick
willpower.
Pick a sense for me first.
Let's go hearing.
Okay.
I like that. Oh, see, no, I didn't fail. You guys were all wrong. I got 4 successes. Okay.
Wow.
All right.
And one of them was even on a hunger die. So,
We're making
all my
good
bad
progress.
luck was this morning, not today.
It's all over. It's all
Yeah,
over now.
it's-
We did it. Game over, guys.
Beaches and sunshine from here on out.
Yeah.
Iris, you make the interesting decision, given the recent blast, to kind of open up your eardrums and see what's out there. No one will ever remember you as being timid.
Or smart.
And immediately, the whirring of these small drones overhead is the most distinct noise. They are rotary wing drones moving about like small helicopters. You can hear the crackle of flames, the scrape of Jessica's boots as she moves to get to her feet. And beyond that, somebody depressing the pedal of an RV entirely to the floor. And the roar of an engine that was not meant to drive this thing uphill at that high of an RPM. Beyond all of those things, way up in the sky, you hear the calm, serene, steady roar of a jet engine.
Mm.
You remember it like when you were a child and you boarded a plane for the first time and you let your ear rest up against the frame of the aircraft and you could just make out that humming. That really is the lifeblood of any aircraft.
You know, I don't know if a jet flying really matters. Planes fly. It's normal.
I'm sorry, what?
She's talking to herself. I don't know if it's important. There's a jet up there, like way up there, but it's there.
Tyr is going to thrust the rifle into Iris's arms and is going to fully go for Jessica.
Great. Yep.
You probably have the best chance with the gun anyway.
I do have the best chance.
Tyr's like, I've shot something maybe once.
She'll be like, do you want me to shoot the drone or the jet?
I don't care.
Shoot something.
All I know is that I can pick up a woman. Like, that's about it. I'm going to go pick a lady up. You know?
I guess I'm aiming at drones. Fine.
Tyr, keep going. Get off the mountain. As you approach, you can see the absolute terror on her face as you kind of cross this blown out ditch that used to be a parking lot.
Yeah, we should get off the fucking mountain. Tyr's gonna attempt to grab and pick up Jessica, like right over the shoulder, and is gonna go. She has one arm. She's not driving her car.
How fast can I run?
Pretty fast. I
I want to check on
make a
Diana.
dexterity athletics roll.
You've seen all the Diana bits.
I don't think I need to check on Diana, but I might want to check on the other fledglings.
Mm,
The flipped RV.
yeah, that seems important. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to run to them.
Mary looks back at Michael, winks, and darts out the door.
Bye, beach.
Poor
We're
kid.
heroes, beach.
So you seem to imply that speed is important here. In that you want to accomplish this in a decent amount of time after Jessica and Tyr have maybe returned. You get out, you see Iris pointing a rifle at the sky, and Tyr about to
You know
grab
what?
Jessica.
If it feel like, is this too risky? Like how fast are just? I want to be able to do it in the same time span as it takes for Iris and Tyr to get back into the car.
Oh,
If
but
it
I'm
can't be
busy.
done at that time, I'd like to just like run as near as I could to be able to assess the situation. They are fledglings after all, so they probably at least have their level 1 powers. That's probably enough for them to like survive together.
Well, what if Martin's in that RV? Do you have that much faith in a Martin level
He
fledgling?
turns invisible, hopes for the best.
Thinks the sun can't get him if he's invisible.
That's something to test.
Because I don't want to get shot. Like I don't want to get burned again. Like if they're aiming for the. All right. Well, that's what I want to look into.
Okay. So these are probably two different time scales. There is a world where you are able to get up to the RV, and maybe return back to the car within the same 15 to 20 second span as Tyr and Jessica's possible arrival. Iris is standing right next to the car, so you obviously couldn't do anything before she could get back in the car.
But I'm not getting in the car. Don't worry. I have to shoot some drones.
Yeah, we're not
Right.
beating Iris anywhere for anything,
Yeah.
first off.
So
I could run down the mountain faster than you could drive there.
there she goes. Well, I could just jump off the mountain, but
True.
we'll see. We'll test that later.
By the way, after this, we need to get fire extinguishers. I don't know why we never thought of this.
That's a really good idea.
The fire extinguishers and flashlights. I'll put it on our shopping list.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
here
gonna
for
go
it.
shopping.
Safety First Vampire Club. So we have three things happening at once.
Mm.
Mary dashes towards the RVs. Iris raises a barrel to the sky, and Tyr is attempting to retrieve Jessica. So I will need strength, athletics from Tyr, dexterity, athletics from Mary, and we will call it dexterity firearms at this point for Iris.
I have 3 successes.
Ooh.
I got a whole 2 successes.
4.
That's really bad.
Tyr, Jessica looks to you, completing her sentence and thought to get off the mountain, and her gaze rotates back towards the overturned RV and the 2 fleeing ones, and she takes a step in that direction, and you just hit her in the side. Fireman's carrying her as she's looking in the opposite direction. She doesn't fight you, but you can feel her whole arm, the one that's left, and shoulder, as you sling them over your shoulder, they tense up around your neck.
Only
And
Tyr
it's-
can turn this thing over, though, among us.
I'll be there in a minute. Gotta get my mom
Toss-
first.
Toss her in the car.
Unless she eats me, you know? No promises. Tyr is going to ignore that and is going to just start booking it back to the truck.
Cool.
Mm. Oh, neat. Huh. Does she spend her willpower frivolously? Let's hope not.
The real family.
Yeah, it runs in the family.
Iris,
Mm-hmm.
you gaze up at the drones that are over yourself, right? The ones immediately over you. Line your sight up with the barrel. Try to track one of their movements and squeeze the trigger. And a bright red round shoots up to the sky, intersecting with the rotary of one of these drones, and it immediately is no longer gyroscopic. It tilts and careens into the ground. There are 3 more drones circling.
All right. 3 more. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
Tears, you're moving back with Jessica over your shoulder. You cross paths with Mary, who is sprinting full blast towards the RV. Not really sure what Mary's up to, but it seems like she's caught a burst of altruism and is going to help the fledglings that were in that RV.
Oh, fuck. We're heroes, guys. We're fucking heroes.
If we don't start the fire, we have to put it out.
That's true. We start it or end it. There's no in between.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we don't have fire extinguishers. If we did, this would be better.
Yeah, that's true. We just spend our
Yeah,
turns putting the
yeah.
fires out casually. See, next time.
Mary, you reach the RV. As I mentioned before, it has 2 de facto torches on it now, as the tires on the left side that are now pointed at the sky burn. You get that acrid black smoke just attacking your nostrils.
Oh gosh.
You cross the ditch to get here, and dragging your eye line across, there are indeed pieces of Diana. You see where they hit a parked car and stopped her tree. An arm wrapped in a piece of business suit.
Shouldn't be laughing.
Okay.
Oh man.
So the fledglings are. Do I hear anything?
There is an absolute cacophony from inside this RV. Someone in there is fucking panicking.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I'll go into the. I'll go there. I'll go to the RV. As much as I want to get that delicious Diana arm.
Hey, Michael could use a snack.
Throw him an arm. Like, take that.
It's more better than he's had.
You're not wrong.
So Mary,
Can I move like in a place where I'm not near the fire, like the other side?
it is so the RV is massive.
Okay.
At least it is probably more than 2-tier F-350 truck lengths. Probably whereabouts of that. So the wheels are actually fairly far apart. The issue here is that it's turned on its side across the door. There is a tiny window in the back. You would know this to be kind of where the bedroom was, where Diane received you. It is very small, though, perhaps 2 feet at its widest point.
Okay.
And there is, of course, the driver's side door.
All right. So someone is frenzying inside. I'd just like to be near it and scream. Can you guys hear me? Whoever's panicking in there, I need you to stop. Calm down now. Count your toes. I like to compel.
Okay.
Count your toes is not good. We should make them do something useful. Put out the fire with your body.
Punch a window. Throw yourself on a fire.
Oh, okay.
Well, I guess I have to use willpower.
As you scream into this, there is a door just slamming. It sounds like one of the internal doors, perhaps the one that's nearest the driver compartment.
I have 2 successes. I tried. I spent 2 willpower, and I'm not gonna spend any more.
And that crashing just continues to bang.
Heroes.
No one else helps.
Yeah, no, we're
another
very helpful.
voice inside. He's blocking the driver's side door. Get the RV up.
That seems like the harder of the option.
Inside.
I'll scream for Tier Like, well, once you're done carrying your mom, just throw her, just dump her in the car, then run over here immediately.
Okay.
So what? So I let's return to the what is everyone doing proposition.
Shooting drones.
Mm.
I'm gonna have to be there. I'm gonna be ready to do another compel on the next turn. Oh gosh, I'm gonna get blasted.
Maybe
Should
not.
we-
I feel like I'm holding something more shootable.
You could compel them all to run and hit the side that would be the bottom at the same time.
I can
Rock
only
the car.
compel one at a time.
Well-
Unfortunately,
If they're smart, they could try.
How far did I get?
You got pretty far. Mary, you probably were already at the edge of the parking lot, 3/4 of the way back by the time Mary sprinted past you. So you pretty much have the task of getting Jessica where she needs to go, and that is fairly close to you at this point. And you can declare something to do after that, or perhaps tend to Jessica.
There's only one way to tend to Jessica, and I can't tend to Jessica. My goal: get Jessica to the truck, and then make a beeline for the RV.
Okay. Iris, what are you doing?
I'm shooting down drones. There's too many of them.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Mary. Tyr's pretty. By the time you look back and yell for Tyr, she has made it all the way to the truck. It will take some time for her to return. Is your intent to reattempt to compel?
yeah, I'm gonna have to keep trying.
Okay. You've seen the frenzy take hold of a kindred before, and it's not easy to stop that freight train once it's gotten started. This is my Halloween accessory, by the way.
Frenzy cat.
Frenzy cat. So, let's just go ahead and go with strength athletics for Tyr.
Hey.
That will include the doing of things once you return to the RV.
Question: am I Hulk handsing? Because if I'm not, I will when I get to the RV.
If you Hulk hands, that lasts for a whole session, or not session, scene. So that would be.
Yeah.
If you want to do that, you may activate it free of time charge, but not free of blood charge.
And hungrier.
No.
It's fine. We're gonna clean out Bianca's fridge when we get back.
Somebody.
Is it full?
She said they're restocking tonight. So
She's
we're
just-
everyone.
Yeah, she said she was restocking, guys. We'll get it. Strength, athletics.
Do I know how much
and-
blood there is in an arm? Just curious.
I had to guess.
In a severed arm.
Strength.
How many blood drops?
More than a cup, less than a pint,
Mm-hmm.
And for
depending on how
prowess,
much is spilled.
is it an automatic 3 extra to my what I roll, or do I add 3 dice? Because this is a feat of strength, I guess, and not damage.
It is additional dice.
Okay, cool. Oh, there's so many dice.
Yeah, you should have a crap ton of dice.
I do. There's
Your strength, your prowess, Iris, same deal as before. Shooting dexterity, firearms dexterity. Mary, you are compelling.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I could show it to you guys. It's really great. Oh, this is Tyr's hero moment.
I have
Oh,
3 successes.
I got 4.
I'm
With
not strong enough to do this. Fuck that. I'm gonna get the arm and get out of here.
with 2 sets of like messy crits.
2 sets of messy crits. All right, I can
I
work with
have an
that.
11. I'm gonna see
Oh
if
my
I can
gosh.
get it to. I wish I thought I could do this.
All right.
I can't get the other one in view,
Yeah.
but 11, a lot of mess.
Oh, messy criticals. I love it.
2 whole messy criticals, boys.
Mary, you indignant, you command this recalcitrant kindred to count their toes once again and calm down. And the clanging continues.
All right. Well, Tears here. I'm just gonna make a run for it and grab Diana's arm or whatever other parts of Diana I can grab and run back to the car.
Mm-hmm.
Iris,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
you gained some confidence from that first shot, and
Yeah.
you're able to line up and follow one drone as it meanders across the sky, and they all kind of have to circle and weave to kind of form a network above you, their own little holding pattern. You wait for 2 of those patterns to align, and another bright red round shoots up into the sky, followed by a few more for good measure, and it cuts through 2 of these drones. They drop almost in the truck bed. They were straight up over top of you.
Nice. We're bringing up with.
Hey, yeah.
There's
Maybe.
yes, bring the tracking device with you.
Yeah. Let's ruin everybody's night.
What if we stick one on a Grover?
Ooh.
We can't betray our Grover friends.
You're right.
Yeah, we're just making sure they have a babysitter.
It's kind of the Grover mentality, though, if we screw over other Grovers.
Right.
Just a thought.
There's still 1 drone remaining.
Oh, don't worry.
It is
I'm after it.
It is a mechanical creature, unlike yourself, and it is completely unfazed by the violence and death afflicting its companions.
Good.
It continues to do its
Avenge
job.
your friends, drone.
Don't tell him to do that.
Yeah. I wanted to stay dumb enough for me to shoot it.
Yeah, don't let him smart enough.
Iris, I also assume that you ceased to activate heightened senses in your hearing before you squeeze any triggers.
Yeah, I would not want to listen to that well.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe when I'm done.
All right. 11 successes and 2 messy criticals.
2 messy criticals.
Yay.
Mm-hmm.
Tyr, you get to the last few feet from the back of the truck bed, and you just chuck Jessica.
She's fine.
She lands in the truck bed, kind of her head hits the back with her back towards the cab. Her head snaps back a little bit through the glass and rights itself. But she's been so discombobulated this whole time. She barely registers where she is, other than to note that no other cold-blooded creature of the night is grappling with her anymore.
Mm.
And you push off like a wide receiver and immediately 180 back to the RV. Mary is shouting at it. There's shouting coming from inside it. Black smoke rises up from the flames on the tires. You reach into the axle beneath the flames and haul with all your might. And the RV rocks up, groaning the whole way. Its whole chassis, never designed to be handled like this. Not designed for this kind of stress. And you have to yank and pull it the last way to the ground to get it just the last few degrees so that its center of mass will rock back to the earth. And it crosses that threshold just as the axle snaps. This thing's not going anywhere. But it is the right side up.
I did it.
They can get out now.
Yeah, that's half the battle. Everybody get in the truck.
They can get the truck. There's a few seats next to Michael. We're good.
Yeah, we have a lot of spots available. Currently. Can't say forever.
Immediately, a young woman spills out the door on the other side of the RV. There's still banging going on in there, though. Let's start at the top again. Iris, I assume you continue to shoot.
Oh yeah, there's still drones. I'm shooting.
Tyr, what are you up to?
Great question, Nathan. This fucking hero complex got me fucked up now. I've made a mistake. Tyr would tell the lady who just spilled out of the RV, get in the truck. Tyr's gonna go in and just check out the RV situation. I just need to know if it's worth it. I just don't know how to handle it till I know what it is. Or who it is.
Mary?
I'm picking up Diana body parts.
Indeed you are.
Is this one big enough to eat?
Iris,
Mm-hmm.
why don't you go ahead and make me one more Auspex Wits roll?
Oh, okay, that's different. Still 6 dice, I think. But
Again, you must choose a sense, but perhaps hearing is not the best one.
yeah, no, not hearing this time because I'm still shooting my gun. I think this time, let's go. Yeah, seeing. Seeing might be good.
Yeah, smelling
Actual
seems
sight.
like a bad idea.
I don't think I want to smell burnt Diana body parts.
It's just all Diana and tires. It's really
Tired?
Burnt rubber. Yes. And I can tell whether they've been cleaned recently or not, depending on the smell. Man, I'm getting all 4s today. 4 successes.
Nice. Better than less than that, you know?
You know, I got the bestial failure out before I started playing today.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, Iris, you've had your eye on the sky this whole time, mostly focusing on the drones, but you summon a little bit of additional magnifying power. And it's so hard to see in the night sky that's already dark. But way up there, thousands of feet, even above the mountain, you see this oddly shaped aircraft,
It's a UFO.
all gray.
Aliens.
It must be several times the size of these drones. And from staring at the drones that you've seen so far, they are incredibly small by aircraft standards. They are like large dogs in the sky, not really capable of carrying ordnance. This thing, however, has several gnarly-looking oblong shapes hanging from underneath it.
Huh.
You know, I don't think my rifle could shoot that far.
Indeed, it probably cannot. It is currently, you can see by kind of its trajectory that it was heading away from you, and it is beginning to turn.
Oh, good. Great.
Mm.
Uh-huh. So I'm gonna still try to shoot down the last drone and yell to everyone, there is a giant ship that I'm pretty sure is the thing that just destroyed everything here coming our way. I can't hit it, so we gotta go.
So, well, I guess we'll get to the dice rolls. Iris, why don't you go ahead and do the honors and see if you can not fail at being the end of this last drone.
Is it the same roll still?
Indeed.
Ooh. Get my 6 dice back out. I never get to roll this many. It's a great day.
If anybody was shooting back at you or something was going on, I might
There
give you
we
some
go.
composer firearms, but you're a stationary platform duck hunting. So.
Now we have 5 with a messy crit.
Ooh.
They like me.
We're messy, baby. That's what we got going on tonight.
Okay. You've picked up some proficiency at murdering small metal creatures. There's only one left. No reason to wait. You quickly gain a sight picture of it, squeeze the trigger, and it is hurtling down to planet Earth. The only thing there is left to do is get back in this car and get the fuck out of here. Which I assume you want to do. And you're going to have the opportunity to do that quickly because you wasted no time. You sprint towards the Buick LaCrosse. The window is busted out on the driver's side.
It's fine.
So you have the opportunity to just chuck the rifle in there with Michael before you get in.
You know, I don't think he needs a gun right now. I don't think he needs a gun. But I'll put it in Mary's seat up front. Yeah, this sounds like a good spot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because of just how quickly you were able to do this, you are in that car. You're able to get the ignition going on. The next time I talk to you, you will be able to drive.
Well, no one else is in here.
Unfortunately, you were perhaps a little bit careless with this firearm as you Dukes of Hazzarded your way in here. It leans. You set it up on the right-hand side, and it just kind of falls over, barrel up into the passenger side window, The charging handle slams forward, and a bright red round goes off into the trees in front of where you're going,
Oh.
carrying this red-orange glow with it into the darkness of the forest, back down the mountain.
Whoops.
Gun safety, guys. Gun safety.
It impacts, and way in the darkness, there is a tiny pinprick of light that remains.
I'm just gonna stare at it, trying to see if it's on fire for a bit while I wait for everyone.
You got your hands at 10 and 2, and yeah, that light's still there.
Mhm.
It's a small creature right now, but it's hungry. And it's back down the way you're going.
Oh no. I'm gonna turn around to Michael and be like, I'm gonna tell them to get in the cars. We gotta go. Everything's on fire.
Mary, you have an arm, and you are on your way back to the Buick.
Good, good.
Yeah. There's nothing else for me that I can pick up. Like other body parts. If there's none, can I pick up a drone?
Man, dude.
You could,
Okay,
I think you can do that. You can pick up a drone. There might be a section of hip available. You're shocked at how far apart these things are. Like they
I'll just
only
get the
stop
arm and
because they hit. They only
I'll
stop
just
because they
run
hit
back.
things.
let's while we're winning, we gotta stop it. Like, let's stop while we're winning, right?
Yeah.
Got the arm.
Mhm.
You're a winner.
I don't know if we're winning, guys, but you know.
All right, I'm running back to the car with the arm.
Can Michael drive well? That's a good question.
He doesn't even have a driver's license.
He's a child.
Ugh.
He's a hungry child.
I just want the car ready to go, you know?
Oh, yeah. Let's throw some Michael Hunger dice. That sounds great.
Oh God.
Yeah, there's probably about 4 of them.
Tyr is getting into this vehicle. The still burning RV.
I'm just checking it out. See if it's any of my business.
You push your way past this young lady. She's just got on a dirty hoodie and leggings that have had some rough living out here in the wilderness for a little bit. Light brown hair, pulled back in a ponytail just out of necessity at this point. She looks at you with some fear in her eyes, but she's still in there. She's still processing the events around her as rationally as one could expect.
Mm.
She rounds the back of the RV and heads back towards your compatriots, following your instructions. You poke your head inside the RV, and the fire from the tires has started to like creep up the opposite side, and you can see that through the thin walls that these things are made out of. Immediately to your right, beyond the notion of fire, a long-haired, like just jet black vampire, just wearing jeans and a over jacket, is wrestling with this door, and it has been stuck and warped in place.
You're gonna have to rip that door open.
He can't get out, and he has completely lost his mind. He is banging and screaming
Okay, so I'm inside. He's just at a separate door frenzying.
Correct.
Even the okay.
This
She was like,
this
"Is this what
this
I look
person's
like? Is this what I look like all the time?"
This is
Well,
how
you
I
would have
look,
fucked up that
literally.
door pretty bad.
Oh, yeah, the
immediately.
they're
door-
probably like not a gangrel because they're not strong enough to clearly
Yeah,
not
this guy
strong enough
can't
to
get this door open.
Yeah.
This guy.
Or wait,
I have no interest in going near a frenzying vampire. I don't know if I can bring him around the group while he is frenzying.
he could just run into the woods.
Yeah, I'm just going
Send him
to.
to the Grover.
I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, the fucking door's open," and I'm gonna like, slap the wall, and then it's on him. I'm going back. This bad
Okay.
boy has so many fledglings in it. Just smack the RV.
You have offered him a new way out.
Yeah, door. You got this, my guy. I'm not saying you can get in my truck, but you need to get it together.
If you get it together, maybe.
By the time he gets it like together, he can get in the truck if truck is still there. You know.
You slap the side and yell at this creature. It turns back to look at you, fangs bared, out, hissing. Its gaze goes past you, though, seeing the open air behind you in the doorway, and it softens a little bit, but it just goes slack in its gaze, perhaps returning to some sort of equilibrium within its brain for a moment. You turn to leave. To your left, the last thing you see is the flames licking up into the bedroom area, which the door is open and you can see a small desk. It's got a messy little bit of notebook all over it. Clearly Diana's old home.
Oh, it's Diana's notes. Ooh. Ooh, change of plan, boys. Am I able to get some good notes? I want some notes. These are for Jorgen, he deserves it.
Into the fire.
I'll try.
Okay.
How much of the room is fire? Can I like stand near a fire, or do I have to go in a fire?
The problem is that Diana's notes are on a desk that is on the far wall, which is on fire and growing towards the desk. So getting into the room is perhaps trivial.
Mm-hmm.
Interacting with the desk will almost certainly be on fire by the time you get there. That your beast might not allow.
What time is it, by the way?
I'll give it a go. And if I run away, I run away. I have a truck to go to.
It's late in the evening, Mary.
I'm just wondering because that means that we're gonna have to sleep soon, so we can just like blow our willpower.
It is around 2:30 a.m. To get down off the mountain and all the way back to Bianca's, you need to be on the road immediately, like within the next 30 to 50 minutes, to not hit morning Seattle traffic.
I'll be back in 30 seconds.
You are about, in our little Western Washington Skyrim map, you are about as far from Bianca's as you can get.
How do we have no other safe havens?
Well, we can go to Tyr's house again.
Yeah, we could.
Guys, you wanna
That's
go to my
exactly what
house?
I was thinking.
I think that's how we get murdered, is if we go to Tyr's house. I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
We go to Odin's gym.
We go to Odin's house. I'm like, I'm so sorry. And then we're all instantly killed anyways. I'm gonna see if I can get these notes, and if I can't, I'm not gonna fight the beast that hard on it. Paper's paper. It's not really my business, but Jorgen might like it. Spend another moment in this terrible RV.
Okay. Iris, you are either waiting for your friends or you are not. You have that option at this point.
I'm seeing how close Mary is, because Mary's going to be in the same car.
Mary looks like she will reach you imminently.
Okay, I'm going to at least wait for Mary, because Tyr has her own car.
I do. Currently.
Yeah.
You sit at the wheel and maybe poke your head down so that you can angle your vision up and watch that
Watch my
great
fire.
iron bird turn back around towards you.
Got two good things to watch: the looming forest fire and the giant bird thing. Mm-hmm.
So, Mary, you were able to make it all the way back to the Buick. And I assume you only have an arm.
It's sad.
Is Jessica at Tyr's truck? Yeah.
Yeah, I have
Mhm.
Jessica. Which, maybe for the best, maybe not. We don't know.
You sprint up to the side of this thing and yank the shotgun door open and sit down inside. Are you attempting to conceal the fact that you are holding a human arm in any way?
No.
Okay.
Mary has nothing to hide from us and would never keep secrets.
I also hope you enjoy the gun in your seat.
Yeah, we're going to deal with that in a second.
Yeah, we'll see if you can hold on to this arm, too.
Iris, Mary yanks the door open as you're like looking up, slams her butt down in the seat next to you, just pushing that rifle out of the way. It's deeply unsafe. The barrel again rotates towards the back seat, probably pointed at Michael at some point during its trajectory.
Oh, gosh.
But Mary's back,
Mm.
and you can feel the back of the driver's seat just rock backwards, and that is no doubt in your mind Michael digging his claws into it and pulling it against his person, almost like a security blanket. You look to your right, and Mary has a severed hand. It flops at the wrist, or a severed arm. It flops at the wrist.
You know, just gonna look at Iris. Gonna look at Mary and say, "Great, you brought something for Michael," and try to grab it from her and throw it back there.
If Michael is responding positively to this, I'm just gonna give it over to Michael.
Great. Glad we're on the same page, because we don't need that in the car.
Michael catches that arm, and immediately you see him. He just turns away and hunches, surrounding it with his entire body, and he holds still back there, in a fetal position, looking sideways out the passenger side. His whole frame just kind of heaves pulses, presumably under intense vacuum pressure. Thanks, guys.
So you like vampire blood? Got it.
This is not the time for this, Mary.
Is that what this is?
Can you hold this gun? And I'm just gonna push the
I'll
gun
hold the
back
gun. I'll hold
towards
the
her.
gun.
There's not much, but it was the best I've ever had.
You didn't like
I
the
just
rest.
couldn't keep the animal stuff down. If this is
Well, we just told your Ventru, and from what I know, from like what Jorgen's read, they feed on specific kinds of blood or something. Maybe you like vampires. It
Oh,
might. I
God.
don't know. Or it could be your Ventru or whatever. Either
Really?
way, some
I have to
vampires.
drink other vampires?
We
Oh, yeah,
don't
it's
know
great.
that for
Like,
sure, Mary.
how do you even do that? Like,
God.
won't they like just try to murder me?
You know, Mary tends to feed a lot of vampires, so you actually might be in luck. I'm gonna just look at Mary and be like, "We need
We'll
to
talk
go.
about it
The
later,
forest is on fire.
We got to get out of
driving."
here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna gesture toward the growing light.
So is this the termination of this conversation by Iris putting her foot down?
Don't need Michael frenzying in my car. And I'm gonna check and see if I can see Tyr before I go.
I guess not.
But if
I'm
not,
making choices in this van.
Tyr
Yeah.
has entered the RV, and you
Yeah.
cannot see her. She has not yet emerged.
I think we gotta go.
Yeah,
You
we
can
got to.
try-
Tyr
you
can
can
make it.
try. You can call her while we're driving and
Right.
let her know. I'm gonna start.
We're going
driving.
over to your house. Like by the time.
Oh my god. Meet you at your place.
It'll be really safe. I promise.
I don't know.
Yeah, let's go.
Tyr,
Hey, what's up?
gather your unspent willpower.
I will gladly. It's just a thought. Okay. 2. That could have been worse.
Ignoring the mental crisis going on in the young vampire to your right, towards the driving, you step up into this tiny little cramped bedroom area, and even as the flames lick up the wall, on the table there is a notebook, spiral bound. It looks like it has the papers that Mary had in her hand at one point.
How interesting.
It also, just rolling around on the floor now next to the desk, is a vial of blood.
Huh. I'll take both. And if there's nothing else that I can see, because I'm not going to just, be aggressively ripping the thing apart, and then I'm going to book it.
Yeah, if anything else would require getting into this burning desk.
Yeah, that's not my prerogative. This notebook.
pulling
I'm
open
just
drawers.
excited I have.
You stumble out of the RV, or you don't stumble. You aggressively leave the RV like a boss while it's on fire.
That's very cool. Thank you.
You get outside, and that same child is just kind of discombobulated, staring up at the summit the way his friends went. He can't really see the other cars on the other side of the RV, so he's just kind of lost.
Tears like, oh god.
Another one.
Oh shit. Hey, you could follow your friends up there. It's really a fucking dumb idea. On the other side of this RV, I have a car. If you're not at the car by the time I get to it, I'm leaving without you. And am going to go.
You book it around the corner. No roll at this point because we're not keeping time.
Mm-hmm.
This is the last round before we leave. Iris, you see Tyr book it around an edge and a set of eyes behind her.
Good. She can
In
see
front
that
of
we're
that
leaving.
is a young woman, as I described earlier. She's sprinting towards the back of the truck as well, ahead of Tyr.
Good.
We'll be fine. I have a very full car, and I'm very good at driving. It'll be
And the mountain's on fire.
I wouldn't want it any other way.
Yeah. I see Tyr. That means I know she can see that I'm leaving, so I'm leaving.
Unoffended. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, that makes sense.
Like wave out the window.
Bye.
All right. Iris puts her foot down on the gas.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make me just your first drive check.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right into this mountain road. I assume pretty dang fast.
You know, probably way too fast considering I have no drive skill.
And everybody's in the truck.
So what am I rolling other than drive?
Go ahead and this time, give me drive composure.
Oof. That's all 100 dice, guys. Here we go.
How many dice? You can add celerity to it.
I
Since you're going.
don't think so.
Not in this case. When this is probably an easier check because it's more about maintaining your composure while driving fast.
Mhm.
When I ask for the difficult things, it might be more dexterity based depending on what's going on.
See, that's the better time.
I do better under
My
pressure.
composure. I have 2 composure and 200 dice. So here we go.
Oh my gosh.
The car goes over the edge of the cliff. No, I got 1 success.
Oh yeah, we did it.
Okay.
So not
Okay.
straight over the cliff.
Iris, you slam on the gas and the tires spin out in this mountain gravel. You are just barreling downwards towards the tree line where you're kind of getting back into some sort of cover. And just before the trees kind of grow up in front of you, cutting off your view of the horizon, you see that great big gray speck has completed its turn and is headed back towards the summit of the mountain and yourself.
That's bad.
Some point in the near future, it will either be on one side of the mountain where the summit is, or the other where you are and the road down.
Well, hopefully not us.
Big damn heroes.
There are no drones following us anymore, so we're good.
Yeah.
When you make it to the tree line, you may not be able to keep up this speed,
That's okay.
but you're able to keep it on the road. Mary, you riding shotgun.
Yeah.
Michael has your arm.
I'm gonna. Are you? And I'll look back at Michael like, well, are you done with that?
Yeah, I think I
Did you
got
save some
almost
for
all.
me?
Oh my gosh.
I'm,
This is what the real composure roll was for.
I'm sorry. Here you go. And he hands it back to you.
Is it like, is it doing anything? Is the arm like gonna disintegrate or something? Doesn't that?
It looks like an absolutely, not completely bone dry, but it looks like a bone dry severed human arm.
So if you diablerize an arm, how does that work?
Well,
The only way to do it is to find out, Mary.
Okay, let's do it.
Oh my god.
why?
I don't even think this is Diana.
It's just a normal human's arm that she
Yeah,
took
just a
possession
person's
of.
arm, guys.
Oh damn it!
Not Diana.
Barry, you bite your teeth down into the side of this thing, and you can see where Michael has bitten it. It's only has the faintest residue of vitae left in it, and that vitae is remarkably mortal. You've tasted kindred blood before, and this is not that.
Devastated.
Michael
Why-
watches you the whole time.
Why are you making that face, Mary?
Well, it tastes kind of good. It's like an artisanal blood.
Mm.
I love that this conversation's happening while there's a drone in the sky, dude, just running across the
And Iris is just like absolutely white knuckling while she says,
Look, I'm having a moment with Michael. Like,
You put the arm on his shoulder. Hey, kid,
Oh god.
we got you. We're heroes.
I just need some of her blood in my system in case it does. I don't know. I know they can do like blood magic related stuff to like blood in other vampires' bodies. So that's just my thought process.
Not today.
Tyr, the young lady, you can see her clear the edge of the ditch, approach the passenger side door of the black F-150, and she just rips it open and slots herself inside. You
Smart not
make
to
it.
sit next to Jessica.
Jessica's in the truck bed.
Yeah.
She
You
wave.
probably shouldn't sit next to her.
No. Jessica can see all the Grover, though, as we drive by.
Maybe if we can get a Grover in there for her, we'll figure it out.
You make it to the truck next. You can hear the scraping of feet behind you as the young man struggles to keep up, but he's moving that way.
Yeah. I mean, I have to get in and like turn it on. So he has a minute. Not a lot of minute, but part of a minute.
Okay. Let us
But the
see.
goal is to pull out as quickly as I can.
Actually, yeah.
I don't like all this dice rolling.
Oh, he is You hear him in the back of the truck before you get the door open.
Good.
Now I don't have to have the dilemma about it. Good. I don't need the dilemma right now.
I'm glad he listened to you.
Yeah. It's just running into the trees. Honestly, maybe a better idea.
Except they're on fire. So
Yeah. You can just go to the snow part. Time to go, but not as fast as Iris. I don't believe in myself like that, but I'm going to do my best.
Okay.
Certainly not as fast as however fast Iris was going.
probably like a solid 30. You get to go
There is
25.
there is no drive check for going slowly, even on a mountain road. But you are not going to get down the side of this mountain as fast as Iris, and you will not catch up to her.
I'm never going to catch her, even if I do well, I think. But getting to the tree line sounds like the first step. And we'll go a little fast. Just a little bit.
A little fast? Or you want to roll dice, or you want to?
No, Nathan. I don't. I'm gonna drive a responsible speed to the tree line.
Okay.
There's too many people in the truck.
Too many of them outside of the truck,
It can't
too.
be my fault. It can't be my fault if everybody in the truck dies. It
Not
can't
everybody has weight of the feather.
Yeah, no, it can't.
You just assume. It's like,
guys,
all right, turn it
you all can
on.
survive a crash, right? And they're like, what? And it's like, oh shit.
Because here we go.
The last words they ever hear is Tyr just turns back and says, "Stay loose."
And then what? Poof.
So we now have two vehicles. One careening back down the mountain. One driving back down the mountain.
Safely descending.
They both pass into the tree line, which is probably fortunate. The tree lines, it's where you want to be when the big drones are out. Where you don't want to be is an open ground summit.
Mm.
That's a real bad place to be.
It's too bad they don't have like phones that we could call and tell them to go the other way.
Oh wow, that'd be amazing if somebody had a phone and gave us the number and we could call them. Oh, that'd be cool.
Actually, I should start making a text to Bianca. Saying,
It's crazy.
right? Yeah. Like so.
Spooky.
Yeah.
Trust is so difficult. So these two vehicles moving down the mountainside, kind of in and out of the forest as it kind of weaves. Like you get to an outcropping and you kind of drive around slowly. Not quite so Iris, but definitely Tyr. Every time she gets close to the edge, she takes her time, slows down, like a normal person driving down the mountain.
I value the lives of the people in the truck. Nameless man and woman and Jessica.
I just remember that there's a forest fire. There's like hundreds of Grover that I'm worried about. There's a lot going on here.
They'll be fine. They got through that. They got through that burning threshold, right?
You're
No,
right,
they went
yeah.
under. Damn. These Grover are weak. They had to be let out by Ursula. They're like not the strong Grover.
They're going through their trial by fire now. It's fine.
Tyr's gonna, if there's like half a second, Tyr's just gonna redial on Mary's phone and like just throw the phone down just next to her somewhere. So we
You can
chit-chat.
multitask and drive.
Because you're going slow. or
I'm
something.
driving very slow. And if I can't do it without looking, I'm going to throw it at the girl next to me and make her do it. Safety.
Mary, the Kesha ringtone goes off in your
Nice.
pocket.
I'm gonna open it up and put it on speakerphone.
What the fuck are we doing?
Getting off the mountain because there's a giant metal drone, I don't know what to call it, thing after us. Or the other group, I can't tell. And the forest is on fire. So, yeah.
Okay. Where are we going?
Well, we should try to make it back to Bianca's, but depending on how well we do, if we need to find a halfway area, I think we should try to do that.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll be able to get all the way back.
How about your
Noah
place, dear?
halfway? See, now the thing is, tell me if you think it's safe. Maybe I'm being paranoid. But if there are a bunch of FBI watching Odin, do you think there's a bunch of FBI watching my house? I'm just asking.
It's possible.
I mean, I only can assume. Like, I feel like I've been made. I feel like I've been made since the beginning. But I could just be very paranoid.
Yeah. Well, there was the one at my house.
Yeah.
So Mary, do you have somewhere? We don't even know where you live.
Yeah.
I'm all the way back in like was in Seattle. So I'm basically where Bianca is near.
So I guess the goal is to get to Bianca.
So
it's very possible for you to get back to Bianca's. It is probably getting close to 3 a.m. now.
Let's do our best. And if we don't make it, I don't know. Maybe Jessica knows somewhere. Is she there with you? Is she lucid?
I don't know how with me mentally she is. Jessica, you with me mentally?
I'm good. I'm good.
Here.
With no arm and no leg, like I'm good.
Here, she's fine.
She waves the stump.
I'm fine. Jessica, do you know of a halfway point, or is Bianca's the best place?
I got a place on the backside of JBLM. We'd go there.
What about the fledglings? Are they gonna be okay? I mean, I'm sure they are.
That depends on if the big thing's after us or them.
I mean, we won't know until we're, clear skies, I suppose. Even then, I don't know if we can fucking see anything.
I mean, I could see it.
I can't see shit. I'm just happy to be here. All right.
So, Iris, you are definitely in the lead at this point. By a decent little bit. And I'm going to need you to make another drive check.
Okay.
I'll catch up if you crash is the thing.
Then we all are in the truck bed.
Everyone's in the truck.
Give me, this time you may use dexterity and celerity.
Oh, man.
Ooh.
That's a lot of dice.
You're going to need them.
Good.
I
love to know that.
Race, boys, is what we're learning. When it comes to an aerial strike, slow and steady. Easy peasy.
Fingers crossed we don't crash. Okay. How much we got here? How does 5 sound?
Ooh, you're doing it tonight.
There's no crits though. It's just regular 5.
So as you round a curve back into the mountain and a wooded area, you know that you're getting close to that fiery spark.
Oh, good.
At this point. You've still got your foot on the gas, but it's just fast. It's not completely unsafe. Like doing 45 when the speed limit says you should probably be doing 30 here at this section of the mountain.
Oh yeah, that's totally safe.
You can't technically be pulled over for reckless driving. It's just a normal speeding ticket.
Right.
Nobody's here anyway.
Right. Who patrols the mountain?
As you
Only Grover.
as you round this corner back in, you smell smoke on the breeze, and this massive object moves from your frame of vision from right to left. It is a flaming tree trunk.
Mm.
And it did not, you can tell. You know what it looks like when a tree falls, right? When it just falls across the road. This tree was chucked at the road.
God.
Sons of bitches.
You slam on the brakes. Thankfully, you saw this with the most advanced notice possible. If you weren't absolutely paying attention to every speck of information your eyes were pulling in and reacting in tiny quantum places of time, you would have slammed up against this tree. But as it is, the Buick, the tires lock up, it spins, and you are now sideways, adjacent to this massive truck, or massive tree trunk.
Great.
Its branches are on fire, and flames lick up the side of it, making glowing coals.
That's the only way down, too. I love it.
Mary, Iris, go ahead and make. Actually, well, yeah, Mary, Iris, go ahead. Make witness or wits rolls.
It's awareness.
Or wits awareness. For you, Iris,
Mhm.
do not do that. Roll aspects and wits.
Okay.
I have 3 successes.
I heard everybody gasp. Are we okay?
You are not present yet, Tyr.
Oh,
I'm
on
on
the
the phone.
speakerphone.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Just hears tires screeching.
I'm on the phone.
Thank you.
I don't know what's
You
going
know-
on yet, but
I'm gonna use a willpower. Because I want to see things. That's better. Now we're at 4. Four successes.
Mary, you see where this massive tree fell from, and there must be something massive over in that direction.
oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
Eyes of the
I would
Beast.
I personally like to see if I see Ursula.
oh no.
Iris, you look up in the direction where this thing came from, and unmistakably the massive hulking frame of Ursula,
Fuck.
the Nosferatu,
She's like,
is marching unconcernedly, implacably towards you. It shimmers,
Fuck.
bending the
oh,
light
no.
around it as it approaches the hood of the car.
Panic.
And I think that's where we're going to take our 10-minute break.
Fuck.
Go get yourself a drink.
But I have an announcement before we walk away.
Perfect.
I know a lot's happening, but hey, let's talk about a dice giveaway.
Thanks.
So there should be a link in the chat for these beautiful dice. Tonight is the last night of the giveaway, and now I'm going to give you the secret code. This will be Saturday's secret code, not the same as Monday's. It is going to be all caps, no spaces. We are Grover. Grover. We are Grover. If you go put that into follow the link, push some buttons, get some entries, there's still a chance to enter. So go ahead and we will be doing the results live. So when we come back, maybe we'll know who's a big dice winner, you know?
Somebody's going to be a big damn winner when we come back.
Somebody's a winner, and
Is
we're
it
all
me?
gonna be dead. It's
See
been
you in
fun,
10
guys.
minutes. Hello. Thank you for staying with us. Somebody got assaulted by a blue yeti.
Yeah.
Really sad and upsetting.
Before we return to the burning forest, the Dice Cult has a message for you.
The radio starts crackling on one of our cars.
As Ursula stomps forward aggressively. We are going to do the drawing right now because why not? You're here. We are here. My microphone is now broken. You know.
It's the best time.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing. Don't ask me questions. Just arguing with the site. One moment. And drum roll. I thought it would do it after I pushed that button. It was not. One more time. It's going. It's going.
It's got somebody to choose from.
Random processes take time.
And our winner. Our winner is Sidhant. Thank you so much for entering, Sidhant. You're about to win yourself some beautiful dice. You'll receive an email from me if you're just casually sitting around.
These dice.
Yeah, those beautiful dice. If your name's not Sidhant, sadly you did not win, but we do enjoy giving away dice. And if you stick around and follow us at the Dice Cult on Twitter, so used to repping the other one, you get to hear about the next time maybe we give away some dice. So I'd stick around and hang out with us until then. But anyways, back to our regular scheduled programming.
Tyr, you are moseying along down this mountainside. This young lady in the back seat, Jessica, is silently riding in the bed of the truck with the other young man. The glass was shattered, so you can converse freely. But over the speakerphone in the console, you hear the unmistakable screech of tires.
Gosh. You guys alive?
For probably like 10 more seconds. Ursula's here.
Oh, round 2, Big Me. I'll be there in a minute.
Iris, why don't you go ahead and Tell me what you want to do. The tree was chucked at the road. It didn't fall on it. So
Yeah.
there is a small, perhaps 3/4 of a car width gap
Mm.
between the rock face edge and the tree. You'd have to like ram the cutlass in through there and push the last little bit of the tree out of the way. A very difficult thing to do in this cutlass. If only you had a truck.
Yeah. Gosh, we can't destroy this car more.
And if
We're
you
gonna give
get
it to the
stuck in that
guy.
gap, you will be an absolute sitting duck for Ursula.
Oh gosh, I'm not going through it. I'll get stuck. It's not good. It's not good.
Let's go backwards.
I mean, is there that much space to go back?
Also, then you're gonna hit me. Can you hear me? Is the phone
Yeah.
still connected? Cool. That means the mic's working now. Sweet.
Maybe
Iris,
we should just talk
that
around.
hulking, like Ursula is marching towards you down the mountainside, perhaps 10 feet away. I think the time for strategy is over.
Yeah.
Forwards or backwards.
Let's go back. Is it? It's like a
Fine.
wideish. The road's not wide. I mean, is it narrow road that we're gonna run into?
It is
here?
a 2-lane road, one up, one down.
We'll go down
Perhaps,
one
Iris,
lane.
if you are able to drive in reverse up the on side,
Which is worse?
If you guys go backwards, where am I gonna go?
It's either backwards or we stay sitting here.
We shouldn't
How
stay
far away
sitting
am
here.
I? What tree are you looking at?
Oh, you know, the big one.
Oh yeah. I see a big tree.
we will find out how far away Tyr is after this decision is made.
Okay, you guys got this.
We could just try to talk to her.
He's laughing. Why is he laughing?
Fine, I'm gonna go backwards then. Because
All right.
I'm not fitting through that safely.
Go ahead and make a drive composure.
Oh my god, 2 dice, guys. I love it.
Ooh.
If I fail, the worst that happens is I get to have my conversation with Ursula like I planned.
Perfect.
There you go.
It's fine. That's a whole 1 success right there. Yep.
Hey, this is better than none.
Hey, I had 2 dice to work with.
You're doing it.
Iris, in order to get away from this thing, you immediately, as this brief conversation happens, you slam that gear shift into reverse and hit the gas. The tires screech, and you have to J-turn back out. And you just barely manage to get the back end of this Buick pointed back up the mountain. It's so hard to drive looking backwards, though, and you are swerving in and out of what will be oncoming traffic when Tyr catches up.
It's me, oncoming traffic.
I'm not gonna go as fast though. I'm not that dumb.
You rounded a bend just before this happened, and you make it around that side.
Thanks.
Ursula's frame disappears. It is eclipsed by the only thing larger than it, the mountain. But she is out there and moving unseen to all but you.
I know about Ursula. You've told me about Ursula for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You've heard stories about the bad times we've had with her.
Yeah, she beat the shit out of me. But I'm ready now. I feel better now.
You ready for your drive check, Tyr?
Oh God, Iris, no!
I had to make a choice.
I'm gonna hit you. Hey, yeah.
It'll be fine.
What would you
All right,
like?
Tyr. Give me dexterity and drive.
Could I possibly talk to you about composure drive?
Hmm. This is gonna happen really fast.
I understand.
But you see,
Either way, it's all hunger dice. So
Yeah.
You can summon the power of your blood to gain an additional point of dexterity for the scene.
guys, if I get another hunger point, I'm gonna be at 4. I don't
That's
know
good.
if now's the time. I don't know if now's the time to rouse the blood. Oh God. What's one extra dice gonna do me? Nothing. I just see a car backing towards me. 1 success.
We're doing good.
We're doing it.
Iris,
Mhm.
you are driving through the rearview mirror, and trying to keep it in the outside, in the right-hand side from your new perspective, outside to the mountain lane as much as possible, but you are not succeeding. You round the corner away from Ursula, and you can see the truck headlights shooting out of the fog and mountain at you. You can hear the screeching of Tyr's truck tires as she tries to stop. But it's not going to be in time. She is going to impact the back of this Buick at some point over the next 2.5 seconds.
Great.
Oh,
You
there
may
you
make-
are.
You may make a drive composure roll. Add your celerity,
Oh,
and
see,
we'll decide whether or not this happens at the cliff edge or on the inside.
I just pushed the car over. Oh no.
I may have made a poor decision. It might have been safer to talk to Ursula. I don't know.
It might have been. Then again, Nathan laughed at you when you said that.
He did.
You started giggling. It may not be safe.
You know, this seems like a good time to use willpower.
It's probably not a bad time.
Yeah. Seems like a good one. See, no, that just left me with the same amount. We're going with the whole 2.
All right.
At the last second, you yank the wheel, and before everything is thrown into chaos, you see the whites of Tyr's eyes peering at you from over the top of the truck as it pins you against the mountainside.
Great.
The back of the Buick crumples, and everybody in here lurches forward. Mary, Iris, please take a single point of superficial damage. I'm assuming everyone wears their seatbelt, right? No one's going to admit to not wearing their seatbelt at this point.
I
Yeah,
would not
yes.
admit that.
Tyr wears seatbelts now from the amount of crashes they've had.
I mean,
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially
I'm
when
surprised
I've
you
been
guys don't.
driving.
You guys don't just drive around with vampire mouthpieces.
Full on
Helmet on
padding.
every time I get in the car.
Tyr, you've just T-boned Iris. I don't know how else to say that. The good news is that if a police officer happens by, it will clearly not be your fault. She was going in reverse on the wrong side of the road.
She was. This isn't my fault.
And there happens to be a police officer just up the road.
Ooh. Hey Iris, can you get out of the way? I gotta go flag down a cop.
Can I easily get out of the way?
Is there anything either of us can do
Yeah.
besides me manually moving somebody's car out of my way?
You can Tyr. There is enough room for you to disengage the truck.
Okay.
And the truck absolutely won this competition with
I
gusto.
wasn't worried.
Can my car still move? That's all we care about.
Are you gonna just stay where you are, or are you gonna try to drive it?
Well, if I have to follow, then I'll be able to drive it. Otherwise, I gotta get in the truck bed with Jessica.
You guys probably want to get in the back seat and not the back with Jessica. I'm going to be honest.
There are two open seats in the truck cab. Possibly.
Okay, well, see, if the car doesn't move, then, I have to go into the truck is the thing.
Okay. Tyr, you back up. Iris, you kind of engage the car again. It was impacted kind of on the rear back left side when it was pinned to the mountain, so it's kind of it's still running. All of the engine compartment is still pretty much intact. You depress the gas pedal and it rolls forward, but you can feel that back left tire just dragging.
No.
It's going to make any of these like combat maneuvers a thing of the past for this vehicle. It just doesn't. It can maybe be driven slowly, maybe 25, 30 miles an hour before that thing just starts to like smoke and pull you off the road.
I don't think it's worth it.
Tyr passes you. Are you leaving the scene, Tyr, or you're just
Leaving the scene.
I'm checking to see first if their car can move. That is, I would not
Okay.
leave without knowing if they were stranded or not.
It limps forward with the screech of metal, and it kind of moves.
Get in the truck.
I was just sigh. Okay.
Yeah.
Come on, Michael.
Bring the
I'll
gun.
bring Michael. Yeah.
I'll
I'll
grab
bring
my
the
gun. No, that's
I'll
my
bring
gun.
everything we have had in this. Yeah.
I'm taking my gun, Mary. You can't stop me.
It's down to about half a clip at this point.
I need it.
I am emotionally attached to it. Hey, there's
There's
whole
a-
other gun in my truck, so
Yeah. Well, I guess I can switch to that one.
I have all the ammo and the guns in the truck. You guys are welcome to come into the truck if you want them.
Okay. We're heading to the truck.
Yeah, everybody get in. Pile in. Don't sit too close to Jessica. No offense, Jessica.
Chinese fire drill. Everyone hops out. Switches cars.
Man. All these car accidents are so expensive for
We
me.
just got this car. What a pain in the ass.
Michael jumps into the back. Iris and Mary, where do you want to be? In the cab or in the back?
I want to be inside of the car, not near Jessica.
Yeah, I could be in the back.
Okay. It's a nice night.
Mm.
Mountain air. It's great to be riding in a truck bed.
Okay, there's a lot
In-
of people in the car now.
Any other circumstance. Tyr, you noticed that you just had a collision, and Jessica didn't go anywhere. She was just in the truck bed.
Well,
Uh-huh.
Like, that would be most humans would just go flying.
She's a sturdy lady.
she's the opposite of you.
She is the truck. Unmovable. Okay, everybody, we're gonna go slow. What's up ahead, if I could ask?
Ursula and a giant fallen tree that she threw in the road.
Yeah, all right. There's nowhere else to fucking go.
Yeah.
Maybe you could yell at Ursula to get out of the way, Mary.
Ooh, we could try
Yeah,
that.
if we do get there.
All right, we're getting there. There's nowhere else to be, boys. And we crawl. Flooring it without flooring it. Now there's so many people in the car that I know will just get their shit wrecked if we flip. It's like, okay. Oh no.
The truck just creeps around this corner.
Tell me if you see her like directly in front of me, then I will floor it.
I'm with
25
Jessica in the
miles an
back,
hour.
right?
You are.
I look at Jessica and be like, you look awful. Are you? You don't look okay.
Thanks, sweetie.
I offer my wrist.
Mary, I swear to God, I'm like 2 feet away from you, Mary. I can see you. I'm not going to come back there. You're both adults.
I don't need it. I'll make it.
Are you sure? Okay. Ursula's there. Do you know
60-40.
any-
Ursula's here?
Yeah. She's right ahead.
Come here.
Are you sure you're gonna make it? Like,
I'll just keep my eye out
Are
for
you-
Ursula.
Are you going to her, Mary?
yeah, I'll go to Jessica. Like, just like practically like shoving my wrist on her.
Yeah.
Yeah. But only one, because I don't have much left.
I don't think she'll be able to control that, but good luck.
Yeah, I don't know if that's up to her to fully.
Well, if someone's gonna be standing, I think Jessica should be there.
You're not like wrong. I feel like she's good to have in this conflict, but also I
Mary,
don't know if I could pull her off of you.
I certainly can't.
Jessica takes your arm, and she maintains eye contact with you as she buries her fangs in your wrist. She begins to draw Vitae from you, and you absolutely feel it leaving your body. She closes her eyes. A single point is gone at this point.
I'll tell her to
And she
stop
is
right now
continuing.
because I can only do a single point. I'll compel her to stop.
Okay. Let us roll.
Can you imagine I get diablerized by your mom?
I mean, she probably won't diablerize you, but she will kill you.
You'll just take a nice nap like Jorgen
She
did.
seemed really disappointed in me for my diablerie, so I don't know if that's on her list of things she's doing.
Okay, so I have 3 successes.
You know that something has gone horribly wrong when she closes her eyes. It was so deliberate the way she kept them open to remind herself that you weren't a Capri Sun. She releases when you order her to stop.
Good.
You're quite certain that if you hadn't done that, she would have taken as much as her beast thought she needed. On the plus side, let's see how far that goes.
Shoot.
She is quite a bit perhaps more prescient than the rest of you. When you got into the vehicle, Mary, you saw her condition, and at that point, her arm ended at the wrist. When you come to from this, she seems to be missing a few fingers.
Wow. You're like a lizard, Jessica.
Thanks. You're a great lizard, too.
I know.
Was gonna do a brake tap if it didn't work, and I was just tapping the brakes.
Hey, I will turn this truck around, kids.
Hey, you stop it! I'm the only Diablerist in this truck. Everybody, calm down. Iris, tell me when you see her. I'm gonna floor it.
I'm still
She's in
looking.
the road. You just tell me.
Aspects resolve, Iris.
The boys. I am a very good driver. Totally strength based. I know it is.
100% strength.
Is it drive strength plus grapple? Maybe.
You might be better at picking up this truck and running with it.
Honestly, probably. That's
You,
why we're going slow.
I got
Until I have to
3.
run a mountain over.
Iris, as you round the corner, you begin to scan and look for the absence of things. And you sweep across the road, and you get that blip, that shunting of your vision across the very center line. Refocus there. In a tighter scan, it happens again. By the third time you've done it, you are looking at the Hulk of Ursula, 9 feet tall, of corded muscle.
Oh.
This truck is fucked.
Oh.
She is marching up this road. Not particularly quickly, though. You can see that only maybe 30 feet behind her or so is the fallen flaming tree.
She's taking her time.
She's a big lady. There's a lot of girth to carry
Right.
about.
She's right in the center of the road, so I would point her out to Tyr. Like, she's
Oh,
right there.
Once it's like a straightaway sort of deal, floor it. Just like tell me when it's like a few feet in back.
Yeah.
And I flip us before we get there.
And now
So-
we have no cars.
there is the concern of Ursula, and then just beyond her, you're going to have to shoot the gap with this tree. Much more possible in the truck than the Buick, but still quite the task. You need to hit it somewhat correctly to push a little bit of the tree out of the way and do this at speed instead of doing it slowly and perhaps allowing a monster to eat you.
I gently bump into Ursula. I say, "Excuse me." We go around slowly.
Just sideswipe her.
Is the whole tree ablaze? Is the whole tree on fire?
Towards the base of the trunk where it was torn, that fire has burnt out to leave only coals and burnt wood.
Okay. I have no time like the present, everybody. I have no better ideas. Let's fucking do it. There's like, what, 6 of us in this fucking car?
There's a lot of
She
us.
catches us, we punch her, you know?
Drive composure.
Ooh.
I think there's actually 7 of us in this car right now.
There's a lot of us in this car.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's all hunger dice.
I have 3 NPCs and there's 3 of you, right?
Yeah, I think that's 6. Yeah.
Well,
No,
Michael,
there's 4
the
NPCs.
yeah, there's 4.
Oh,
of
4
them.
of Michael, right?
Man, woman.
Yeah, this is a full truck.
Was joking about the bestial failure. Guys, I can't re-roll any of it. Guys. It's a 1, a 2, and a 3. Fuck.
You'd think I'd have this page book.
Well, that's not a bestial failure. It's just a failure.
No, it's
a bestial failure.
It's all hunger dice.
Oh,
No successes.
shouldn't you
It's a
get
bestial
two snake eyes? Like, sorry, a snake eye.
Yeah, I have a 1, a 2, and a 3. So a failure, and a failure, and a bestial failure. Fuck. Guys, I got this.
It wasn't me this time though.
It's me, baby. Is there
This
anything
drive
I can
stuff,
do to
like,
re-roll?
We
Can Billy
really
drive?
need a driver.
No.
Does Billy know how to drive?
Praise to Billy. Please take over.
Listen, Billy, if you know how to fucking drive. You can have the body for like 10 minutes. Just fucking drive.
I don't even think that's a good enough deal for me to rescue.
He's like, boo.
It's like I want a day. At least a day.
I want a full day. You can have a day if I don't die at the end of it. If it's a kill me sort of day, that's not even.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No killing and no going
I
to
was
Jesse.
joking, and here we are. 1, 2,
This is-
3, baby.
This is what happens when I roll well most of the evening. Other people get the failure.
Anything I can do. God. Ooh.
You depress the gas pedal. And somewhere between where you started and a little bit after, Ursula's fist impacts the front left side, driver's side of the truck. You forget almost entirely that you were once a human. You've always been on this mountain. This is your home.
I am Grover, you know.
Iris, you're in the cab with her. Her hands elongate around the wheel, gripping it. Patches of fur kind of grow out the side.
Oh, here I come, boys.
It looks gnarly. But it's not going to help the situation as the truck turns sideways and skids directly into the tree.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it got worse. Yeah, that sounds right.
The passenger side is completely locked shut by burning trunk.
Great.
Barry, could you make me a dexterity athletics roll?
Oh, sure.
Is that good for you? Is that a?
It's
is
so.
something good?
Oh, 4 successes.
Ooh.
That's pretty good.
Okay. Ursula's fist rocks the vehicle. You hear a growling from inside the cab. And as you come out from the other side of the blow, the truck hits the tree trunk like I described. You can choose to grip the sides and remain where you are, or you can choose to land on the other side of this piece of burning wood.
I feel like I can't accomplish anything by being on the other side. I'll stay where I
Perhaps-
am.
You could run
Perhaps
away.
in a 2-card situation, that might have been a better option.
No cars. What about nobody has a car?
Hmm.
I'll stay where I am.
We live on
Um,
Grover Mountain.
That's
Iris,
honestly okay.
you are neatly locked in place by your seatbelt.
Yes.
So you are staying right where you are
Mhm.
and taking another point of superficial damage.
That's great. I have so much health.
It's a really good thing that Tyr drives like grandma, because it would be bad if we did that completely at total speed.
I'd
You're
be
welcome.
knocked out probably.
You're welcome, everybody.
Let's see who else stays in the car.
Everybody else just goes flying. There they go. Stars in the sky.
I'll try to hold down Michael.
You put a mom arm out for Michael.
Yeah.
Oh, Michael's still here.
Okay,
that
he
was
didn't
it.
need the arm. He's good.
Michael and Jessica brace themselves. That unfortunate young man who had just gathered his thoughts flies out of the back of the truck, and his body crumples up against the trunk of the tree.
Oof.
Oh.
Not normally an issue, but it's on fire.
Ooh.
He screams. And let's talk about what everyone wants to do next from this point. Tyr, what would you like to
Hey,
do?
what's up? I think we all know what I want to do. I'm getting out of the truck.
Okay.
This is round 2, baby. Frenzy Mind says this is good and fine.
So a bestial failure is not frenzy per se.
That's true.
As
So
I've
you
learned.
You just
doing
mess
both
up really bad.
constantly.
But
I still
might-
need to get out.
yeah, you might have some difficulty remembering that doors are opened by handles.
Is the glass still okay on the driver's side? There's a big hole in the middle too. There's a few ways out.
There are a few ways out of this.
There's a few ways out of this car. I would, if I don't remember the handle, I'm getting out of this car through the path of least resistance. And either that's a hole in a window that's already there or will be there momentarily.
Okay.
I'm getting out.
Mary, what would you like to do?
Do I see Ursula yet?
Yes, she became visible as soon as she impacted the truck.
I'm gonna compel her,
Okay.
and tell her to take a swim in the ocean. Oh gosh, my compels tonight have not been good.
Go for a swim.
But specifically in the ocean.
Go to the ocean, bitch.
3 successes, and I have.
Let's table that for just a moment.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to get everybody's action in the roll. Iris.
So is the truck up, like, right up against the burning tree?
Oh, it is.
I'm gonna climb to the front seat and move the truck away from the tree.
Okay.
If Tier's getting out
Yeah.
and not moving the truck.
I'm not very smart currently. Just only a little not smart, but got shit.
Sometimes I use my brain.
to do. Somebody has to, and it's not going to be me.
Like, I might not drive well, but I can move a car away from a fire.
Yeah. We share the brain cell. It has to be with one person at a time.
That's the plan.
Okay. You said that you were going to attempt to compel Ursula, Mary. I should offer you. Where would you like to be? You are in the truck bed. You intend to remain in the truck bed as you discuss
This is a good idea.
Ursula's location. Okay.
I'll be on the truck bed.
Okay.
Real glad
This
I'm
truck
in the
is gonna get wrecked.
Guys, that's all we have. All we have is this truck.
That's why I'm trying to save it from the
Man.
fire.
That's a great country song. All we have is this truck.
Listen, I have a game plan if I have my wits about me once I'm outside of the truck. I have ideas. Can't promise any of them are good. But I'm here with thoughts. Big dog brain thoughts, but I'll try.
Ursula does not have much intelligence, but she does have much resolve.
Oh, that was a lot of dice.
Oh, and a century or two.
Maybe Jessica has a plan.
Jessica's like, oh, fuck. Ah, shit.
When you order her to jump in the ocean, Ursula's gaze doesn't even seem to register you, Mary. She is moving towards the vehicle, clearly intending to dismount it. Tyr,
Yeah.
why don't you make me
Yeah.
an intelligence
Mm-hmm.
and wits roll?
Oddly, not the worst thing I've ever seen. Gets me one past my hunger dice. Ooh, 3 successes. I am a very aware dog person.
You you fight and push up against the door for a minute. Not a minute, a moment.
That'd be great.
A minute.
A full minute.
before finding the handle and stepping out onto the asphalt. Ursula is fully visible, and you will reach her next round, and she will reach you and the truck.
Ugh. Good.
Jessica hops out of the back of the truck bed next to you. Iris,
Mm-hmm.
would you give me dexterity athletics to take command of this truck?
She swore she'd never drive the truck.
I
That's a
did.
character arc.
We're growing.
Look at us.
I'm gonna re-roll, so I'm gonna use a willpower, because otherwise we found our first speech failure from me.
Hey! Can't be both of us.
How do you guys do this?
I have skill.
We want to be good. We just
I'm
can't.
just... It didn't work.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, all right.
It didn't work. So
Well, this is our finale, everyone.
I love it. If Ursula is the one who kills me, honestly, it will be in combat and worth it. It will be fine.
I have so many dice for that too.
You put your hand on the glass to push away from the passenger side door and move over into the driver's side. And that glass is hot.
Yeah.
And you didn't take your seatbelt off.
Seatbelts always fucking get us.
Seatbelt. Let's try to be safe.
This is
And
what you get.
for a moment, you are trapped in this burning sensation with the seatbelt holding you fast and in place. It's going to take you a moment to gather your thoughts and move over. And you feel the effects of that fire, and you need to get away from it. There is almost no way that you will be able to overcome your beast's fear of that fire and drive anywhere near it.
Good.
All right.
Having a good time.
We're doing it, guys. We're the heroes.
This is how we succeed.
Let's go ahead and see what happens in this first round. I'll take everyone's actions, and violence will ensue.
So, how focused am I on Ursula, and could I do something else? As dog brain.
You can do something else. You do not have to focus on Ursula.
Okay.
Um,
Not like the frenzy. I have no issue staying and duking it out with Ursula, but everybody else is here so squishy. I want to go to the no longer burning end of the tree and just shove it out of the road. So that the truck can keep moving.
okay.
That is my goal. And then I'll reconvene with whatever Jessica's doing.
Mary?
I'll try to do another compel. Same command. Actually, you know what? I need to get Michael. I'm gonna go out, hop off, and try to get Michael and get him in the truck bed.
Michael's in the car.
Oh, is he?
It was the other guy that fell.
The unfortunate young man is the man who escaped from the RV.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
another guy. Michael's.
Oh, that's
okay.
another guy. Whatever.
nameless
We can-
guy.
Yeah.
Who cares about him?
Wow.
Michael
I
just
don't know his
endured his
name.
second car crash of the last.
Hey,
Fine.
so
Minute
Let's get
30
that
seconds.
unnamed. Let's get that unnamed guy. I'll
Boo.
hop off and try to like
Okay.
pull him. Yeah.
Iris, you have fought your way free of this seatbelt. You may just move over to the driver's side.
Good. That's where I need to be.
Should I? Yeah. I'll do that. That's what I'll do.
Well, if she's moving the tree trunk, though, I don't need to be, trying to move the truck. I can aim a gun at Ursula instead. Maybe.
Mm.
Get one of those guns out.
It's like old times.
Yeah. She'll remember me now.
Yeah, I know you. This is familiar.
We'll make her even more mad.
Yeah.
All right. So, Iris, you are going to engage the key. I think I will do that last. Tyr, why don't you make me a good old strength athletics roll?
Is this still the same scene? Just wondering. I'll do it again if I need to.
Tell you what, it is the same scene, but that is over right now.
Okay, so this is the last usage of it? Is that what you're
This
saying?
is the last usage of it.
Cool. I'll bring it back in a minute. I only know how be strong. Strength.
I mean, if you go full hunger, there's a meal, a big meal right here.
I can't keep diablerizing old ass vampires.
But
'Cause
you
I
need
will.
to use you have brutal feed, right? You need to use
I do.
it.
If I can get my teeth in anybody, they are fucked. +3 for potence. Fuck this tree in particular. Okay. 4. 5 successes.
Okay. You wrap those brand new furry fingers, elongated as they are, around the edge of this tree trunk on your mountain.
It's my fucking mountain.
And you heave, sending the whole flaming tree cascading down the mountainside. It roars and scrapes and probably sets a fire when it gets wherever the hell it's going.
Guys, my mountain's fucked up now.
This is what explains what's been happening on the West Coast for the last couple of years.
It was us.
It's just us shooting guns.
At least, look, advantage. These are more newsworthy than like a blob of darkness. Nobody's
That's
gonna care about a
true.
blob of darkness.
Mountain on fire.
Right.
Right. That's a thing that happens. Barry, this poor young man's jacket is on fire. He looks up at you and he is straight up panicking.
Oh my gosh! Take off your jacket. Take it off.
I can't. And he's just screaming. I'm assuming you're using compel.
Yeah, I'll compel him.
He is
How much
less.
compel? Because panic vampires. What do we do?
Yeah, what are you gonna do about it? Compel.
Okay, I only have 2 successes. I can't reroll that. I will. I have no more willpower.
Maybe he'll goof it.
You're able to gain his eyes as they wildly search about for any sign that his life is going to get a little bit better in the next few moments. His demeanor is still a little panicky, but he stops, removes his flaming jacket, and the two of you have regained control over him and yourselves for the moment. And a big flaming tree just slides away right next to you.
Well, get on the truck. Get on the truck now.
The two of
Hurry
you
up.
climb into the back again. Iris, you've made it into the seat.
Mhm.
And then there is the collision of Jessica and Ursula.
Ooh.
This is going to be a thing.
I can't believe I saved this guy.
Yeah, fuck this guy.
This is not how I saw this happen, but here we are.
Oh, can't tell if that's good or bad.
No.
I don't know if
Okay.
that's good or bad or not.
Why do I feel like Nathan wants
Barely
us to
avoiding.
kill Ursula? Like, why?
Because we should. We should be the ones to kill Ursula, and
Why
we'll brag
wouldn't
about
we?
it at Elysium.
This is actually entirely modeled as a spaghetti western, and she's the law, and you are not.
Oh, we're the bad guys.
I said she is the law, and you are not. It's a spaghetti western, so I don't know why you would think.
Oh, that's true. We are all the loner from out of town.
These two proud, ancient women absolutely plow into each other. And it's they collide with thunder. And surprisingly, Jessica proves her equal in strength
Oh, hell yeah.
and being 9 foot tall, if you're not stronger than the other person, is just a useless higher center of gravity. They collide. Ursula bends at the hip where Jessica's shoulder impacts. She drives her backwards into the mountain face and pins her against the side. She turns to look at all of you and screams, "Go! Get back to Bianca!" And that's where we're going to end it.
Oh, you know we're not gonna do that.
Yeah, bitch, you know
Probably
we're
not.
staying right here, bitch.
We don't need to. We don't need
I'm
to.
proud of you.
Ridiculous, Jessica, you crazy.
But think we're gonna leave?
She thought we would go.
I don't know. You guys might.
We'll see,
See,
what happens. We're not
what
going to
if
go at
the-
the beginning.
What if that was Diana?
I would lead.
Phyllis
Diana's
being-
got it.
Yeah.
There's a hierarchy here
There
Yeah.
is.
in the
I would
mom
save
rankings.
certain moms. I'd save Catherine. I'd stay for Catherine. The other moms, not so much.
Oh. The others
Not
can
staying
stay.
for Bianca or Diana. I gotta go.
Thank you for joining us. Congratulations to the Dice Cold giveaway winner. We hope to do that a little bit more often in the future. It's a lot of fun. I don't know if I can really get behind other holidays dices. I'm really just here for the spooky dice. But anyways,
Only spooky dice.
only spooky dice. We are the Dice Cult, and we have many shows throughout the week, starting on Mondays with Jillian.
Hi guys. On Mondays we have I almost said Vampire the Masquerade. Everything else is canceled, boys. It's all Vampire the Masquerade. On Mondays we have On the Backs of Gods, which is a Norse mythology inspired D&D 5e game. Currently the party is following a prophecy down to a lighthouse to get some revenge and is currently having a really bad night where sleep isn't really gonna happen because there's a lot of things that go bump in the night when the ground's corrupted and corpses turn into terrible monsters. So it's gonna be a fun time, and that is Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
And on Tuesday nights, we have Legends of the Aya back going every week at 9:30 p.m. Classic D&D Dungeon Crawl underway, 5th edition. As much fun and booze as can be done on a school night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern. And this is the on week for Wednesday night show.
Yes.
Cordially invited over on Dice Cult's YouTube channel. Come check that out. It is also D&D 5e, but it's more about how badly you can fuck up a wedding. And it turns out you can do it pretty badly. Just see that whole train wreck. There are many trains crossing in many different directions, some hitting each other, possibly with small children on board. Who knows? But find out on Wednesday nights over on the YouTube channel, Dice Cult. You can also catch up with all of this stuff over on YouTube. We post everything on the Backs of Gods, In the Last Remaining Light, and Legends of the Aya, and Cordially Invited, all on one place over on YouTube. We hope to see you again. We'll be back again next Saturday. Have a great Halloween.